Yep, I will definitely do seasonality. Good morning. Sorry, I was trying to get a hold of my family, see how they're doing. Yeah. I honestly I've never heard of one. We are not. Most of my family is. Hey, Petro. Ken, how are you?
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello there. Actually, pretty nice here today. It's going to be about 70, having good weather today. Hope everybody's doing well. Ken, how are you? Gaston, we got Tom, we got Ken, we got Robert, we got Vincent, we got Roddy, we got Bryant, we got Tara. I was just telling Matt how we had how many do we have this morning in the pit? We had I mean in the room I think we had 300 and something. We had it was yeah, 311 or something in there. It was no, it was more than 311. Hold on, I'll tell you how many we had. I wrote it down here in the morning. Yeah, 351. I think close to I wrote it down. I think 367, something like that. Here we go. 367 exactly. I have it right here. 367 people. So I was very happy about that. We started doing it. How long have we been doing it live, Matt?
Like a month or two.
Yeah, not too long. A couple of months now. And so far it's been working out pretty well. Very happy about how it is all coming together. Hope everybody's got some good plans for the weekend. I'll talk about the market. Just wanted to give the room another few minutes to fill up. I know it's Friday. I know everybody's looking forward to a great weekend. Here's what I said. I said 386 specific. I wrote it down in our Skype channel. Excuse me, 367. It's 367. I have it right here. Yeah, yeah, 367 at 8:47 in the morning. All right, let me share my screen. We'll talk a little bit about the Fed. Here. Just looking at something quick here. All right. That's cool, Anastasia. Thank you. I'm willing to bet we're gonna have 1,000 people in that room by the end of the year. What do you think, Matt?
Very possible.
Yeah, I think so. Good morning, Cliff. You don't have to use the Q&A. You could use the chat. It just makes it easier for everybody. Yeah, there you go. Frosty, how are you? Hope you're having a good So I gave you guys a trade in the Telegram channel today. That trade is working out. It's like I think we're up 20 cents on it or something. Nothing worth even talking about. Cyrus says I said the market would go down. It happened in a few hours, the first major crash I predicted. All right, Cyrus, whatever you say. Anyway, as I where's my screen here? All right. Oh, hopefully. I said by the end of the year. I think it will happen earlier, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Jason, how are you? Ooh, oh wow, what happened to Tesla just now? Ooh, look at this. I wrote a little telegram for everybody saying stay. I didn't say stay away from Tesla, but I said the Tesla's the only FANG stock that's not up today, and it's going down. And on a daily, remember I told you how more likely than not it'll curve back and come right back down here. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. It makes me very, believe it or not, but because I care about making you guys happy and I'm very, my motivation in life right now is to make you guys happy. That's my motivation, to make you guys rich and happy. Because I figure like this, if I can make you guys rich or happy, then I'll become more and more successful doing what I'm doing, right? Instead of focusing on being successful, I'm going to focus on making you guys successful, and you guys will make me successful. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? So, um, you know, we're not thank you, Scott, for posting that privately. I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Yeah, kids. Oh, I wish my kids got into the markets. They have zero interest in the market. I mean, like, if you would think one out of, well, Rachel's too young, but you would think my two kids would do it. Zero. I mean, zero, zero, none whatsoever. Hey, Carol, how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, they're not interested. But anyways, I don't like Tesla. I don't like it here. I don't really see any reason. I personally wouldn't buy it right now. As a matter of fact, if it breaks this level, and you can put an alert if you'd like, I will talk about Amazon. Exactly, Roddy. Exactly. Yeah, just not interested. There you go, iPhone. Use your name so I can call you by your name. It's so much more personal than calling you iPhone. Yeah, Frosty. Don't tell me I told you to buy Tesla, Frosty. It wasn't my idea. Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. So remember, we were talking about it. I've been keeping you guys updated. How it's just not it. It doesn't want to go back above that channel. It just wants to stick to this area. So be careful. Be careful. I don't know why I started talking about it. I'm monitoring it right now, and it just had a big sell off of 2 points. I bet you it got a downgrade. If I had to bet, it got a downgrade. But I don't like Tesla around here at all. And I've been very vocal about that. I've been very vocal about it. So let's talk a little bit about the market. I don't know if you guys watched my morning video, and I don't know if you guys took the strangle that I gave you guys yesterday. But whenever you see the market, so the true characteristic of somebody who really knows what they're doing when it comes to the market is when you have more than one tool in your toolbox. Okay. Um, so yesterday, automatically, when the market does this, when the market does this, there's a lot of volatility. When market's exhibiting a lot of volatility, you should expect more volatility. What do? We automatically put on a strangle. Strangle, you buy a call. So say the market's right here. Just say the market's at 517. You buy a call a couple of strike prices up. You buy a put a couple of strike prices below. And that way, when you see the market moving forward again, either back or, because remember, usually once it's in motion, it stays in motion for a few days. And then when you see the spread, the market coming back, you liquidate the put and you write the call like we're doing right now. Or if the market kept dropping for a good hour, we would drop the call and we would stay in the put. Um, oh, lowering the price of their car. I better, you know what? I better let people know that. That is kind of important. Oh, Starbucks. Oh, what did I just say? Starbucks. Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I got my alert to get out of Starbucks. We were in Starbucks. Let me just put a little thing here. 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. We got into a trade this morning. Um, that's funny, Carol. That's really funny. Really? That's weird. Why would he think that? Huh. Okay, weird. So, a little thing here. We um we shorted Starbucks today right here at about on the Telegram on the pit, and I just sent an alert a few minutes ago. And by the way, I think the stock will continue moving lower. It just happened to hit our alert, So I got out. My alert was at 87, and then by the time I get in at 80, 8204. But anyhow, all right. Uh, okay, good. Good, 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 good. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I needed to Gaston, it was for the Starbucks. It was a day trade. I had an alert. I got in at 80, 87.38. And what am I saying? Not 83. Sorry, 87. I made a mistake. I'm an idiot. I used the VWAP. The VWAP went right here on Starbucks. Starbucks has been one of the weakest stocks. It was on my morning list. I told you guys that I'm going to be looking to sell Starbucks this morning. Starbucks went made a nice low, went right here to the VWAP. It started breaking down again. We sold it at 87.38. And then it kept dropping, 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 and then went here, went to 87.04, and then I set an alert at 87. I got it right here when we were live, and then it was about 87.04 when we got out. So just wanted to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Anyways, a little quickie there in the morning. And by the way, I always pick day trades based on swing trades, and I think Starbucks is going to continue going down. There you go, Terry. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. And by the way, Tesla is still going down. Right here. Uh, okay. Now you have my undivided attention. If you don't, Lisa, if you don't know what the VWAP is, here's what I suggest you do. You get all those goodies. No, stock. If I trade the option, I will tell you I'm trading the option. I will always tell you I'm trading the option. So look, Lisa, what you can do. You can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube and hit Roger Scott. My annoying mug will show up right here. You click here, and you can literally watch live right now. When we're not live, the video that pops up here, my featured video right now, is the VWAP video. Okay, so just Pete says I'm in Starbucks since 15 minutes. What to do now? Peter, you must be in the pit. So if you're in the pit, you should know what to do now. It's very simple. And if you don't, send me an email. Anyhow, that's where you would see the VWAP video. We did a half-hour session on it last week, and I made sure that everybody posts it there. Okay. Oh, you were too late. Well, then you should hold on to it. Then don't you know what you should do? You were too late. You know what you should have done. You were just too late to the party. Then I would just hold on to it. I think it's going to just come right back down here. Remember, every trade I give as a day trade is a swing trade. It's never a day trade without being a swing trade. So good to hear that. Hey, Mary. So yeah, you could watch that video there. All right. So market is recovering right now. This is the SPY right here. If you want me to talk about Baidu, I will talk about it. I will talk about it later today. Matter of fact, David. You're welcome, Adam. Notice we're holding on here, but we're not really climbing up or down. We had a really good report this morning. A really good report this morning. And the market is not as ippity as I like it to see. Okay. So if we stay above the VWAP today, I think bulls will continue to become emboldened and continue taking this higher. So far, so good. But yesterday's selling was funds telling us that they're finally getting the message. That little kid, that dense kid, starting to get the message that things are not as pretty as they thought it was. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of 30-year-olds managing these funds now. They've never seen a real bear market before. So be careful. Be careful. Keep your eye on put the VWAP indicator. It's a standard indicator. It comes with Thinkorswim or any other program. Put it on, watch it carefully. and watch this level. If we break this level and go down, uh, you'll see Starbucks and other stocks go down more. Okay. But overall, I like what I'm seeing right now, and probably the odds are, because I'm not seeing volatility really skyrocketing, unless funds really decide to take this baby down like they did yesterday, and it was mostly geopolitical uncertainty and the fact that that kid maybe a little bit more thinks he's not going to get it, but secretively he still thinks he's going to get it. He's starting to. It's kind of like maybe I'm still going to get it. Well, now I'm still going to get it. So they're starting to put a doubt in his head. All right. Yeah. Congrats, Cyrus. Hopefully this will bounce off and shrug everything. But notice how the highs are not getting higher. We're getting choppier here. The market uh, shot aloud, shout aloud, fire. Warning signs have been fired. Okay, you've heard that saying before. Warning signs have been fired. Warning signs have been fired. That means we have to be extra careful. Remember what I said yesterday morning. Stocks like McDonald's, Starbucks, Guild, Roku, Charter. Actually, I could look at yesterday's morning list. I don't have to go very far. I just flip the page. This is yesterday's list. And I warned you. I said, look, guys, Intel, Starbucks, Mandela's, Guild, uh, RHI, Expedia, DT. Just now, a few minutes ago, DKS got on my short list. So I said that something is, the climate is changing. Does that, remember, we're watching a movie. It's not zeros and ones. It's all human beings' behavior. This is sociology. And this is why, if you do it like I do it with a movie, it makes it a lot easier to read. Yeah, thank you, Adam. But I think we have to look at it that way. A lot of you are like, okay, it's bearish. Okay, it's bullish. I'm going all in. I'm going. Don't do that. It's a living being that talks to us, that gives us communication. And if you can get that communication, and if you can really understand it, and the only way you could really do it is by focusing on things that institutions are focused on. How many institutions do you think focus on Elliott wave or Gann lines? So you're out alone on an island, man. Everybody on the island has a compass that has north, east, west, and south. Your compass is like all over the place. So you see why we use stuff that all the other guys use, the big guys use? Not because it works better. Because if I had a seminar in here and I asked you guys, hey, how many use the 50-day moving average? Most of you would raise your hand. But if I asked you, how many of you use a rate of change declining Tom DeMark indicator, you maybe one. Well, then what good is it? Linda, I've explained already what the VWAP is 100 times, and I showed you where there's a half-hour video explaining it. And I literally showed you the link to it. What else can I do? It's the average weighted price, average of volatility and of where we are in the day based on all the orders that happened today. I understand that. That's why I'm explaining to you. My featured video on YouTube when we're not live, and I'll be off here in 35 minutes, is that. And you can watch it for 30 minutes and you will get it. I'm trying to be helpful here. Yeah. Yeah. So VWAP, this is the VWAP. VWAP only works intraday. Otherwise, you have to use the anchored VWAP. This is the VWAP, this orange line right here. And it tells you all the orders, the average price of all the orders combined that happened intraday. Thank you, Ken. So this gives you a true average of what's today's priced, not based on some stupid moving average that doesn't take price into account. This is based on all the orders that have been placed in the auction today. Linda, do you know what auction I'm talking about? Let's see if Linda knows what auction I'm talking about. Okay. Linda, I've got a news flash for you. Price action in the stock market is an auction. It's an auction. You're looking at an auction. Stock market is an auction. Have you ever been in an auction? What's the most important thing to know when you go to an auction? What's the fair price? Fair price. Fair price. If you don't know what the fair price and whether you're above or below fair price, then you will never ever know. Yes, we are part of an auction. It's exactly right. Couldn't be more right. Yeah, you're literally at an auction right now, and this is the fair price, and we're above fair value and then below fair value. If you don't know anything at all, the first thing you should know is what something is worth before you buy it and sell it. Okay? VWAP tells you that instantly. I told you about the VWAP, Cyrus? You're giving me credit for that? Oy vez mir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice. Good, good. And we're going to have a class in the next month or two, a premium class. It'll be a day or two class where I talk about how to use the VWAP and how to anchor the VWAP and where to anchor the VWAP to get it right and how you could track institutional buying or selling. Institutionals, when institutions are on the auction. So basically, when you're in an auction like we are right now, you want to know that institutions, you want to be on the side of the institutions or behind them. All right, so the market's looking pretty good. There's nothing really bad going on here. There's no hanky-panky. There's no weird stuff going on. The market's just kind of listlessly doing really very little, but it is staying above the VWAP, so we are going to stay bullish. We're above the 50-day moving average. We hit yesterday the 50-day moving average on the on the QQQ. Let me show you. Oh, I thought we did. Oh, yeah, we did. We did. Okay, so we hit the 50-day moving average yesterday on the NASDAQ. If we break down, if this breaks down, and when I say breaks down, I mean creates a clear window. Like this is a clear window. There's a window here below this level. That's a breakdown. If we break down here, I'm going to start shorting aggressively like I did over the summer when I opened up the trading pit to the public, the 160 trades. If the NASDAQ cleanly breaks here, I'm going to start getting very aggressive, like 5, 8 trades a day, short side, like really aggressive. We're not there yet. And the odds are, based on what I'm seeing today, is that we're not going to break down yesterday. Yesterday, I sent you a telegram, send you all a telegram, and I really think you should pay attention to my telegrams. I sent you a telegram yesterday saying the following. Actually, I didn't send you the telegram. I sent it via the premium channel. That's why you should subscribe to the premium channel. This information is worth a lot. And we bottomed right there. See that? See that? Notice how conveniently we're at the 50-day moving average. So this is where I send you that telegram, and we bounced right off of it. Usually when you bounce off the 50-day moving average, you have a couple of days up. Also, and this is the part you're not going to want to hear, so you may want to close your ears right now. A lot of times what happens is we'll test this area right here, and it'll look like we're breaking higher, and we'll sucker in a bunch of bulls, and then we'll take it down. So I am in no rush to get really, really bullish. Where do you get info on subscribing to the premium channel, David? Matt, can you get that? Can you get that for David? Good. So again, I just want you guys to understand. I want you to understand the dynamics and of this market. Now, fortunately, you've got me on your side, and I've got you guys covered. But if you don't have the pit, you're going to have to kind of figure a lot of this on your own. Yes, they have no mercy, and they know exactly how to sucker us in. But notice how we stopped right at the 50-day moving average yesterday. I could promise you, if we were using Elliott Wave or Gann lines or Tom DeMark indicator, and Tom DeMark's a good guy. But if we were using Tom DeMark Tom DeMark is an analyst who wrote a couple of books, and he was making indicators for Paul Tudor Jones about 30 years ago. Yeah, Matt will post it here. Yeah. Just ask Josiah to give the link. He'll give it to you right away. So anyhow, so far so good. We're above the VWAP. I'm in no hurry to put on bullish positions. Matter of fact, I would prefer. Do you know Roger's backstory? No, I don't tell them that much anymore, but I'll share them sometimes. Yeah, he'll post the premium link. Yeah, I'll share it once in a while. Okay, so let's now move to our what's the next major catalyst, folks? Does anybody know? Let's see. Can anybody tell me what's the next major catalyst? That's right, Rado. Rado got it right. Boom. Rado, you got it right. You're the man, Rado. You guys are right. Earnings. Earnings are coming up soon. Markets typically rally during earnings. Um, Here's the problem. Financials start earnings, and financial have been really, really, really strong. So think, I think earnings will be supportive, but I'm not seeing that big pop because I think, and please correct me if you guys think I'm wrong, but I think financials have already priced in the majority of what's to come. And I also think there's a lot of unforeseeability with the monkey business we're hearing from, not really from the Fed, but in terms of how they're starting to, oh, we're going to have 4 rate cuts this year. Oh, we're going to have 3. Oh, we'll see what happens. Oh, we don't know if we're even going to do anything this year. So, and if any of this is a surprise to you, then A, you either have not been listening to me, or you just haven't been paying attention, or you think I'm an idiot. It's one of those 3. Okay, so let's talk about stocks that I like and don't like. The key right now is, folks, this, and this is a really, really big key. You do not want to play the middle ground right now. Um, Here's where I see a lot of folks get burned. I see a lot of folks trying to buy or sell. Do you think earnings estimates are going to be undervalued? I think earnings estimates are going to be better than expected because the estimates have been beaten down so much. Yeah, that's my opinion. But I don't think we're going to be as pretty or as rosy. Uh, I don't think we're going to be as pretty as rosy as the last 2 quarter earnings. And again, today we had a firing shot. This downside correction has to recoup itself really fast over the next couple of days because time is not on our side. Every minute that this market doesn't go up bananas, and remember, we had a really good jobs report. The bears will start getting more emboldened. Remember, yesterday we saw some really big aggression. No, not strangles on financials. Remember, Peter, we're trading what is moving, strangles on what's moving a lot, not what could be moving a lot. So again, be cautious. Be cautious here, and don't look at stocks that are recovering or stocks that are moving down and pulling back up a lot. Look for stocks that are near their lows and have been moving down for quite some time. Look for stocks that have been moving up for quite some time. I'm going to give you some today. And again, what's interesting right now is we're starting to see Tesla looks like crap. And I told you that on the Telegram channel before it started breaking down today. I said it's the only FANG stock that's not rallying, and it sold off like bunkers yesterday. What's so good about Tesla? It looks like crap. Don't say I didn't tell. Please don't say I didn't tell you. Here, I think I did my due diligence. Right here. Where's my Tesla? Right here. Notice every FANG stock up except Tesla. Not good. 1026, and then Tesla falling down 1113 right there. Okay, let's get to our good stuff. So I think we have to only pick stocks based on their merit right now. I don't think we can pick stocks based on, hey, the market fell down. This stock used to be. I know you guys think this way. Don't tell me you don't. This stock was strong before the market went down. It sold off 10 points. I'm going to be buying this stock on a discount right now. No, 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 no. The thought should be, let's see which stocks barely dropped yesterday. Those are going to be the first stocks to recover. Let's see which stocks were falling before the market dropped. Those are going to be the best stocks to short. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, then you haven't been paying attention. So now let's look at those stocks. I could now talk about Starbucks because we're not in the pit anymore. So Starbucks. Did Starbucks looks good before this crash? No. Look, it clearly said it doesn't want to be in this area. It's been puking price area. Stock will probably come back up here a little bit and then just start coming right back down. But anyway, we got in at 87.38. We got out at 87.04. We're done with it. But if you're still holding it, I think it'll come down some more. I would keep my stop loss probably somewhere right around this pivot, about 89.40. And if I was looking at the option chain, I would be going 14 days out, and I would be going right here. Now, I'm curious, how many of you in the pit who took that trade picked that exact same option? I'm curious. Because everyone should have picked this option. Maybe this one right here, like me, yes. Okay, good. All right. Everybody picked the same option. See that? So why the hell do I need to give you options if you guys pick exactly the same option as I do based on what I said? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. 89 is even better. 89 is even better. You can always go deeper. I always encourage you to go deeper in the money. There you go. See? There you go. 89 right here. Or deep, feel free to go deeper. Right. No, David, it's actually not right now. But now it becomes a swing trade and you'll have to manage it on your own, whereas I was managing it in the pit for you. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okta. See the stock? I think the stock is gonna good. I think the stock is going to go ahead and get that from Matt. I think the stock is going to come and test 50-day moving average. It's in the gap right now. Speaking of gaps, let me see something here. Okay. Okta. Yeah, I think it's going to continue filling the gap, and I think it'll come down here. I would put a stop loss around 106.29. And I would go 14 days out, maybe 20, somewhere here, but we'll just do 14 for now. And then on Monday, we'll switch over. 74 delta, closest to 70. Negative 74, positive 74, negative 74, same thing. And we would buy the 103 put. No, Roger, look, it's going to come up. It's going to come up, and we're getting it. You could have, look, 115 now. No, sell this thing. Sell this thing. Don't buy this thing. Sell this thing. It's a turd. Guild. Look at this. Still going lower. Still going lower. Still making lower lows. Let me change my screen here. You would put your stop loss somewhere right around here, about 72.25. You would go 14 days out. You would pick a delta of 80 because there's 64 or 80. We'll just go with the 80. And you would go with the 68. Oh, sorry about that. 73 delta right here, 71 put right there. Adobe, first time on our list, folks. Look, Adobe coming down. That's not good. See, when you start seeing stocks like Adobe this far off the high, stocks like McDonald's, that's not good. It's not great. Uh, yeah, it's bouncing all right. It's only down 4% now. Yeah. You're not going to turn turd into candy, Patrick, with Tesla. You know what I mean? You're not going to put a ribbon on it and make it pretty. The market is up today. The stock went down yesterday. Oh, it's in so many instant. Think about how many funds Tesla has. Tesla is part of how many funds that bought today, and the stock is still down. Good man. All right. So yeah, Adobe doesn't look really good. Not at all. I would put a stop somewhere right around here, about 517. You got to give this baby a little room to breathe. You go 14 days out, you go to a 71 Delta. They're expensive, but they're not $484. Now, here's what you can do, and I'll do this for you. You can buy the 515 and you can sell the 480s. All right? It'll offset the cost a little bit. Next one, MCD. This is, I mean, this looks awful. This looks awful. I mean, really, really awful. Not good at all. Not good at all. Right here, 280-ish. I would put my stop. You got to keep, you can't just let this, you can't put a stop loss on a 2-day range. You got to give it a little room. About 280, 250. 73 Delta, 272.50 right here. Right there. Exactly, Carlos. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you would think the stock would really move today, to the upside, not to the downside. Maybe there's some talk or something. And that's the other thing about Tesla. You don't know when he's going to start talking. BCE, look at this stock. Although I would wait on this one. I want to see more directional bias, more like this type of bias. Let's see here. Yep, $7. It's only down 2% now for the day. Yeah, not looking good. Look at the support level it hit today. It hit 160. That's its low. It's not good. Why swim against the current, right? Oh, Muzz just said Reuters lying about Tesla news. Oh, he's taking them. He's trying to raise. He's trying to raise the price of the stock. This is going to get fun. This is going to get a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see who wins that fight. Do you know what kind of a serious accusation? It's working, but for how long, Craig? For how long? Do you think it's good when the CEO and Reuters are having a fight live during market hours? What do you think, Matt?
He doesn't
Just think
care
about
about
what I'm
market
saying.
hours.
Think about the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. Think about that for a
Well,
minute.
what's he supposed to do? Wait until after market hours?
Of course.
Why?
No, no, SEC, SEC.
He's not registered though. He doesn't care.
Eh,
He's just a civilian. You should hear his opinion on the SEC too. He loves them.
Yeah, I know he does.
Yeah.
Enjoy your weekend, Frosty. I
See ya,
like this one.
Frosty.
Right here, about 298. Always Terry. Always and twice on Sunday. Always. Always. Oh, he's a slippery one. 75, negative 75, 277.50 put, charter, 14 days out. WNS. Been talking about the stock nonstop for a long, long time. Oh, look at Gaston. All your picks from yesterday webinar are up 3%. That's nice. Thank you. Matt will post that. Got a signal on something. Always getting signal on something. All right. Just change this to SPY. By the way, any of you guys take the strangle from the strangle from yesterday that I suggested? Okay, good. And how's it working out? Can you guys give me some feedback on how it's working out for you so far? Yeah, yeah. Just give me some feedback as I'm going through this. So, all right, let's just go to the options here. Option chain. Let's. Right here, 50 put on WNS. Up 25%. Okay. The SPY is at the 8-day moving average. EMA. If the SPY breaks above the 8-day EMA, the odds are institutions are going to start accumulating. Just giving you heads up. Deb says hers is down 130. All right. Okay. How can everybody be up and be down? All right. Anyways, we'll figure it out.
Right at the 8 day.
Right at the 8-day. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't do calendar spreads instead of a strangle spread? Because volatility was high and I didn't want to use time. Timing was I was expecting a big move today, and it looks like we're getting that big move. You should be up on that strangle right now. Nice. Good, Billy. Good. Okay. Let's go to DKS. Dix. If Dix is about to go into the gap, if Dix yes, Manny. If Dix Sandy, I explained it yesterday and this morning. Watch my morning video. I explained it in great detail. Thank you, Just Old Bob. Right here. I think I'm going to put an alert right here at 207.24. I'm going to do it right now. Huh, look at that. It already had it on there, Matt.
Look
207.24.
at that. It's
Because
listening to you.
No, it's because I put my cursor there. It automatically does that. Isn't that cool? It's really intuitive. Boom, through the 8-day EMA, and look at what the SPY does.
Now, do you think we're going to fill the whole gap?
Maybe. It looks really good because the climb has been slow and steady and
Mm-hmm.
moving higher. So I think so. I think so. I think so. Thank you, Bob. Matt, go ahead and put that up there. Okay, let's continue. So a little more time here. Let's now go to the long side. Stocks that I really like a lot. Amazon. Loving Amazon. Stop loss right below this level, 177.55. We're looking at calls now. $68 is fine. You could do 80 or 68, whichever. Good. About 180, 182, 50, somewhere around there. Where do I see your alerts? I'm looking at Telegram. Amr, are you looking at the trading pit or are you looking at the free Telegram channel? I gave a QQQ for the freebies and I gave a SPY for the premium one. No targets, MBV. I give my targets here as we continue talking about it. If I keep recommending it, that means it's still a good trade. Yeah, it was a trading pit trade, and then I gave you a SPY in the trading pit, and I gave you a QQQ in the free channel. Both of them should be profitable right now. Let's continue. Meta still looks good. You guys remember this trade? It wasn't that long ago that we made out like bandits on it. I would put my stop right under the 8-day, like right here, about 493. I would go about 14 days out, 69 or 75, right around here. Either the 510 or 515. Can work with that. I don't know how high it'll go, but I'm going to be selling it when everybody else is buying it. When FOMO, when the FOMO traders are buying it, that's when I would be selling it. Oxy, I still like Oxy a lot, actually.
Oxy would have been a great buy this morning.
It would have been a great buy this morning. 66.17, 14 days out, 71 delta, 67.50 call right there. RTX, you guys remember this stock? Have you noticed a common theme that almost every stock we're talking about, we've traded in the pit, like within the last 3 weeks? Every stock I give you in the pit as a day trade is picked as a swing trade. Because if I'm wrong and it goes against me, I'm going to lean on the swing. No secrets. But Roger, that's cheating. Yeah, I'm going to use every advantage I have. I'm here to make money, not to show somebody what my how the sausage is made. That's how professional traders trade. No, I'm going to use a stop loss of 50 cents and I'm going to make an imaginary 3-to-1 profit to risk. You guys ever notice that? I'm going to have people create an imaginary risk to reward scenario in their head. I'm going to risk this much to make that much. Well, why do you think it's going to go up there? What makes you think that? I don't know. Just creating nonsense, just jokers. Yeah. All right. Right here, 96.80, 14 days out, 78 delta, 99 calls. Rochelle, it doesn't work this way. I keep telling you. Good, Robert. Good for you. I'm sure Matt will get that. So who's winning, Reuters or Tesla? See you later, Ken. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you soon. OC, the stock. OC looks fantastic. Look at this. And look yesterday. Look, Matt. Look how it hit that 8-day moving average. Look at that. And keyed right off of it, right? I love when they key off of that 8-day moving average. I'm going to build a little indicator to help me with that. Right under this pivot, 164.40, we would go 14 days out. We would go to an 84 delta, 165 calls. APP. Again, hit the moving average and keyed right off, right there. Love that. I would put a stop somewhere right here, about 69-ish level. And I'd go about 14 days out till about 72 delta, 70 or 72, one of these two. 71, 71.50. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Oh. ETN. Talked about this stock plenty. Thank you, Robert. About three, about 313-ish, 312-ish, 14 days out, 81 delta, 320 call. Now look at this. It's been in this range for a while now, and it's finally starting to get out of that range. That's what you want to see. We put a stop right below all this noise, because if it breaks below this noise, we know this thing means business. 87, 81 delta, 92.50 call right here. Remember this one? Gave it to you several times. I don't think we day traded this, but as a swing trade. 143.37-ish. 14 days out, April 19th, 89 delta, 145 call right here. Just nothing there in between. $288.70. 71 call, 292.50 right here. And that's the last thing I have. Matt, why don't you go ahead and take us through seasonality, and we'll go from there.
Yep. Oh, never wants to share.
I'm going to show you guys an image here. Look at this is, can they still see my screen, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the 8-day EMA right here, the yellow line, and this is where we're at right now. So what I'm hoping is that we come back into this channel once again. That's what my hope is. But if we do, think about how much more upside we potentially have. So you don't need to be in a rush. You're not missing anything. The problem is if we just bounce up here at right here at the height and start coming back down, That's not going to be pretty. That's what I was talking about T-Buzz with yesterday. My video is blocking the chart. Video? What video? No, you can move the video, Johnny. You can move the video. Sean, send me an email and I'll explain it to you. Okta? I think here's what I said about Okta. I said that I believe Okta is going to, I think Okta is going to continue breaking down and filling this gap. That's pretty much what I said. All right, Matt, do your number.
All right. Okay. Should be able to see my screen. Here is the week ahead for seasonality. As you can see, not super definitive, very choppy, up and down, up and down. As far as the strongest sector, honestly, I don't really even see one. Looks like it's just a chop fest. Now, the SPY, I don't know. It's 50-50. Could recover, could not. Will be very important. Should watch it closely. But if you wanted to take a screenshot, there it is. It's not super informative this week, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Well, it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look like there's a lot of seasonality. But it definitely doesn't look bearish. All right. Let's check out the numbers. Here's your sectors to the long side. They actually look pretty strong.
And if you're in the pit, I just went to trade, just FYI, in case you're not looking at the Telegram channel. I'm sneaky like that.
Oh boy.
Please don't mention it here. Please don't do that. Go ahead.
I will turn the chat off.
You don't have to do that.
I'm just saying. Okay. Looks pretty good. Looks strong. Everything is almost at 70% or above, which is pretty good. Strongest consumer staples, absolutely. 19 trades, almost a 90% win rate with a 12 profit factor. Really not going to get much better than that. On the short side, there is a whole lot of nothing. So that's good for the long side. And on 10-day hold for your sectors, pretty mixed. The only two things I see: consumer discretionary getting strong, and I see consumer staples also still maintaining strength. And it's actually the strongest again. So it looks like it's the staples time to shine. Let's go to the long side. Let's grab the number. Looks long. Oh, not too much. 275. Above half, Actually, that's almost exactly half. There's 550 stocks on this list because, I'm sorry, there's 500 stocks, 50 ETFs. So that's literally half of everything. Let's look at the short side. Short side is small. It's only about 116. Anything interesting? Not a ton that I saw. I've been liking WEC as a short, WEC, but it looks like it's bouncing off the 50-day moving average. So back to the upside. Interestingly, the bond is short with pretty convincing statistics. 15 trades, 87% win rate, 2.5 profit factor. No problem, Amalia. Uh, let's go 10-day hold. Any anomalies here? Discover might be a good one. Just kidding. Earnings have to be around the corner. Well, no fun for that one. Well, the chart looks good though. Let's look at BFC. Looks terrible. What about MasterCard? That doesn't look bad. There's MasterCard right here. Looks like it consolidated. Went with the sweep yesterday. Mostly relatively strong today, but look at that intraday action. That's not bad at all. And MasterCard usually has awesome options, which they do. They are a little bit expensive though. What do I think about CEG? I think it looks awesome. I'd buy it right now. Is that one actually a utility though? It says energy, but yes, it is a utility. Doesn't make me feel as good about it, but doesn't look bad. First Solar.
That one I almost bought that one yesterday,
Yeah, you were.
Bob.
I was about to say you were liking that one.
I was loving that one yesterday. I don't know, it's not on my radar just yet. I want to see what happens after we're done with the stock that we got into a few minutes ago that we're up I got in at 153.80. It's at 154.57 right now. So
Looks like it
probably
could be a blue sky setup if it
yeah, I
breaks
like
out.
that stock. I do like that stock.
Doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Uh, that's pretty much all I got. Not a ton. This week's been pretty slow for seasonality. Based on seasonality, absolutely. Based on the technicals, I like industrials. I also like basic materials. Yeah, GE is a tricky one though. Now you got GE, you got GEB, and I don't know what the last ticker is, but it's split into three. Any other questions? Going once, twice. Sold. I'll see you all right at the last second. All right. GEHC. Don't like it. Couldn't fill the gap. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be a short. Oh, now they're pouring in. So you threatened to leave, and now they got all kinds of questions. Looks like it might be basing out, actually. AMD. A tough one.
AMD.
Yeah, it's got a lot of support around there.
Yeah, it looks like it's spacing out at these levels.
ET looks fantastic.
Did you guys catch the trade in the pit just now? Very frisky today.
PAA looks good. It's more
Good.
Roger style. That's not my style. You like that one, Roger?
Which one is this?
PAA.
A little overextended. See how, look at the 8-day moving average, that little blue indicator by Matt's line, and then look at,
Right here.
see how it's not hugging it, how it's overextended? I usually like to take profits when it's overextended like that, and I usually like to buy when it's very close to it.
Like
The 8-day,
this.
use the 8-day EMA like a magnet. Excuse me, if you will.
like this one. What is going on? See, that looks much better. There's the 8-day right there. Bounced right off.
Yeah, that right there. You see, he knows what I like.
Yep.
See, that looks fantastic right there.
Mhm.
See how it touches that 8-day EMA,
Buyers come in
and
and
then buyers come in, and then when it goes way, way, way above the 8-day EMA, like it did, like if Matt goes on that same chart, like maybe like a week, 2 weeks back, where it had that 3-day route, right? See how it's far away from the 8-day EMA? That's where you would take profits if you're swing trading it. And believe it or not, I know it's like that's all there is to it, but you know what? Some of our best trades that we've ever taken, ever taken. By the way, I could say it now because I'm out now, but I think GE. If you're in GE, I think GE has way more to go. It's just I'm day trading here,
I,
but yeah, it's got more to go.
I've
I could talk
always
about it now.
tried to find the holy grail of because you know that 8-day EMA works awesome for a
Yeah,
bounce on the bottom. But I can never find a good channel oscillator to pick the top. And I tried Keltner channels. They seem to be the most promising, but
I think Matt, when I do that course on the VWAP and the anchored VWAP,
that might be it.
you're going to have a change of opinion.
On what?
What you just said, I
On
think
the
you're going to change.
Well, I'm saying the Keltner channels don't work.
I
Yeah.
know, and I think you're going to have a change of opinion on what work. I think you're going to like how the anchored VWAP works. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
All right.
Ready to go to Loop, have some lunch?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ready.
All right, guys, you have a great weekend. If there's anything I missed, if there's anything you need to know, please let me know. I'm available all weekend. I'm not traveling anywhere this weekend, thank God. Roger at rogerscott.com. And again, please don't post trades that were currently in the pit in here. If we're out of that, it's great. You could talk about it all you want. Or learning exercise, it's great. But if we're in a trade, don't do that. And it's all good. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are fantastic. Hey, let me know how you make out on that straddle. I'm curious, okay? I want to get some feedback, and I want to get to know if you guys like those type of trades. If you like those type of trades, I may start putting them out more. So I'm trying to get a feel for whether you like them or not. And yesterday and today is a perfect time for a strangle, I mean. All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.